Hello everyone and welcome back to my World of Tanks videos, and today we're going to be starting a new series called World of Tanks Basics. And in this series, the first episode is going to be artillery, how to play artillery, what to do in artillery, how not to play artillery. So the first battle we're going to be watching is me in the M40, M43 Tier 8 American artillery. As an artillery, it is very, very good. It's fairly accurate, it's got high damage if you penetrate, everything that you need from an artillery. Artillery is not a tank you go forward and fight in. You sit at the back, you get into the special aiming mode, which I'll cover in a second, you aim and fire. So as we wait for this battle to start, you'll see that I have a camo net. That just increases the chance of me not being spotted. So as you can see, long reload, but high damage potential. Even though most of the time you won't get high damage because of strongly armoured tanks. However, it's quite nice when you come across, I don't know, T-71s, Scorpions, IKVs, all the things that have got very little armour. So as you can see, I'm going towards the back of the map, as I said I would. I'll just park up and go into the special aim mode, which is accessed with shift. You can see there's a load of red dots. That's the aiming circle. When that gets really small, then when it stops shrinking, then that's you fully aimed, you can fire. The red line you see means that something's blocking that. I think it's a little building or a turret or something. Basically, I cannot fire there because the centre circle, the centre dot's not there. It's back up here. So if the line is red, the line of fire is obstructed, meaning wherever you're looking, you won't hit. If it is green and the centre circle can be seen underneath that green line, then you will hit. As you can see, look, it's blocked again. So I can't hit that ISU, but I can hit the building that's in front of it. Now I can hit the ISU, but then he goes unspotted. Just my luck. And at this point, I demonstrate the bird's eye view mode G, because this used to be a mod that you could install. And there you go, I've stunned the Oni and the T-34. That centre circle, when fully aimed, should be where the shell goes. However, that is not a guarantee. Quite often the shell will not go direct, it might miss by a little bit, but sometimes that can work in your favour. At this moment in time, you can see we've lost the right flank completely. I didn't realise this until everything on that flank was dead, so I carried on with the Oni. So look, they see the centre circles on the front of the Oni, meaning that I should hit him. Even though you can't see that I did hit him, the shell didn't explode. You didn't see an explosion on the ground, meaning that I must have hit the Oni. I have to have hit the Oni, because if there was an explosion on the ground, then I missed. But even then, the shell where I aimed it, the centre circle, it didn't exactly go straight to that centre circle. It went to the right slightly. So you have to be careful in Arty with that. At this point, I'm being chased down by the T-71 and the Skoda T-25, and I'm running away, and I think that's the T-71 that is shooting at me. So it's always worth remembering that if the line is red and you've got a massive, massive red circle, that means you're not fully aimed and there's something obstructing your shot. If it's green and you have a small aiming circle, fire. Well, don't fire randomly, fire if there's something underneath it, of course. And at this point, this is where Arty's defending itself. I thought, sod the 12T, buy T-71. When this was my battle over, I knew I was dead. So, yeah, absolutely brilliant team again. I mean, they just crumbled on that right. I don't even think many went on the right, they went to the beach. So the next artillery we'll go in is the GW Tiger Tier 8 German artillery. And that also demonstrated the weakness of artillery's armour, because artillery has no armour. So, where is it? There it is. GW Tiger P, let's go. Oh, Lakeville's not the best map in the world, but it's good to demonstrate, again, how the aiming works, where the shell go, whether the shell will get obstructed or not, because it's got buildings. It's a building map. Well as an open valley map. So in the I forgot which patch it was. It might be 9.18 and no, I think it was 9.1.8 or 9.18 is where they nerfed artillery. On average, you used to be able to do 800-900 damage to absolutely everything that you came across in artillery. I mean, I think I even penetrated an E100 with a high explosive round, did 2,200 damage, but you can't get doing that anymore. They've reduced the top damage that you can do. I think it's 1,400. I'm not too sure, don't hold me to that. But that doesn't matter too much. On average, you'll do 300 to 400 damage to most of the tanks you come across, unless they're low armoured, and you'll kill them. Or you'll do 1,000 damage, maybe a little bit more, depending on the Arty you're in. Tier 8 Arty, some Tier 7 Arty have got big enough guns to do that. So on this map, I'm hiding behind the building. Why? Because I want to get a shot on the road, on the lake road. And also it's keeping me out of the line of fire. I'm just waiting for the T20 and the Bulldog to spot something. And they do. Oh, some VK 100p. So you can see the line is green. I'm letting all the dots come closer together to aim properly, and I fire. And it's a direct hit, 388 damage, but he instantly kills the stunning damage. He must be using a medical kit. As you can see, I move forward. Why? Because their Arty may have seen my tracer shell. Basically, artillery, to know where the shell had landed, use a tracer shell so we could see where the shell was going. The enemy Arty may see you firing that tracer shell and therefore know where you are and then fire at you and kill you. So it's always worth moving after you fire just a little bit, so that if the Arty has noticed you, then you're not going to get it. As you can see, if I was to fire straight now, I can't because the building's in the way, and you can see the line is red, meaning that my shot would be obstructed and I wouldn't hit what I'm looking at. Again, I'm in this G, bird's eye view mode, rather than the flat shift mode. Again, another building in the way. This is the problem with maps like this, where there's buildings. They get in the way of your shot, so you need to be careful, especially if you could end up blowing yourself up. Now, what's in the town? Oh, we're losing 3-1. We're starting to cap. Don't know why. I can't shoot down the valley because of the big mountainous area on the 3 and 4 line. And there's a comet. Again, the shell's not obstructed. I'm aiming, I'm still aiming, and how the hell did that miss? Come on. And that's the problem with Arty. If you miss, you've got to wait 37 seconds to fire again and only do 400 damage. That's why you struggle to do damage in these battles, and that's also why they reduced some of the epic medals you could get and reduced what you had to do for them. I think it's one of the epic medals you had to get 10 times the hit points of your vehicles in damage. They've reduced that to 8 times now. So the Bulldog drowned himself, lovely, and I have a Struv in my sights, and that missed, even though it was aimed all the way, but it still did 161 damage and stunned his crew, which is all good. So yeah, it's always worth ensuring that your line is green, that there's nothing going to obstruct your shot, because there's no point firing if your shot's obstructed. As if you miss, you've got to wait a long time for your shell to come back. And look at the buildings. There's still a chance that I could actually hit one of the buildings rather than the target that I want, which would be the E75. So I check in countdown mode. I've forgotten which mode it's called. and I could see that the green dot was behind the E75, meaning the likelihood is I'll miss. And there's that struve again. After realising I can't hit the struve because of the building in the way, I go reverse. I can see a steering, but I thought no, I won't go for that. The struve is more dangerous. Then also I need to help out the J Panther. 380 damage, crew stunned. The T20, the J Panther, go forward and destroy that struve. Now Bulldog. Can't tell if he's AFK or not. Don't think he's firing. IKV, ooh, lovely. Lovely, lovely. And an Arty as well, and they're close enough together. Bombardier medal potential. Come on. I want to get that M12. Let me get the M12. Oh, blind kill on the IKV. He must have been running away. Oh well, he took the shot for his Arty. I wasn't expecting that. That is, it just shows why some people get annoyed with how artillery works, because I didn't even know where he was and I still managed to get him, even though I wanted to get him in the first place. Sorry, pardon me for yawning. So yeah, this battle wasn't too bad. I can't get anything in the town. I can't get the E75 or the T54. You can see my shells will be obstructed by the buildings. Or can I get that T54? Come forward, come forward, come forward. That's a good man. No, come on. Because I know the splash damage now, the splash radius, I think it's 10 metres, so if he's in my splash radius, which he is, he will get killed. So there we go. Not a bad shot actually, but you can see this is why I get annoyed at artillery. The shell landed nowhere near him. And there's no way in hell I'm going to hit that E75. I mean, look, I'm obstructed by the church, I think. The line's red, now it's green, but I'm reloading. And also I'm not aimed. Right, one more tank to get, the M12. And I think he's currently having fun with a heavy tank. Might be the T29. So that was the different views, top down and bird's eye. Yeah. So let's try and fire at him. I'll bloody hit a wall and don't do any damage. So it's pretty obvious he's behind there, and I think the other Arty's going to get him rather than me. Arty, kill me. No, I don't want to kill you. Can't T10, you can go and get him. It should be an easy kill for you. It should be an easy kill for me if I fire through there, but look, you can see the chance of that shell going through there is minute because everything is blocking it there. Oh, okay, the T10. Oh, he's going to reverse out. Go on. Oh, yes, nice. It's always nice to get a kill on an Arty as an Arty, so that's a good win. Again, though, it's demonstrated the problems with buildings. The fact that the red line needs to be green. That line needs to be green if you want to fire. If it's red, that means you're obstructed. So not bad, 1590 damage, and that's also something I like. Blind damage. You can fire at a tank, and there might be another tank next to it you don't see. Anyway, last battle of this video, and it's in the S51. The S51 has a 201mm gun, I think. So the potential damage is crazy in this, especially if you're firing at a low armour target, such as the Nashorn, or the 5916, or the T71. But anyway, again, another town map, and Siegfried Line, I think this is Siegfried Line, yes it is Siegfried Line, is a map that I always seem to get in this tank. But I'm glad I've started over this side because you can see in A4, well sorry A3 where the Hummel is, if you start over there and their spotting tank spots you, normally artillery just Fires a shell at you, you're dead. It's pointless. So, I'm glad I was on this side. Again, this Arty is highly inaccurate and has got a 45 point something. Basically, it's a 45-second reload with 100% crew. And that can get annoying, especially if you miss. You think, oh, for God's sake, I've got to reload again and wait another 45 seconds. The battle could change so much in that time. But it's very good when you do hit. And if there's a group of tanks together, 2 or 3 tanks together, you'll do 200-300 damage to each one of them, depending on how close together they are, because of the splash radius of the tank. Typical Soviets. I mean, this tank does look a bit like a unicorn. I certainly call it the unicorn anyway. Don't judge me for a name like that. So, oh, a Struv on 300 health. That should be a kill. But look at all the buildings causing my line to, well, my circle to go mad. Boom. I'm surprised it didn't stun the Oni, but still, it's a kill. It killed a low armoured tank. 322 damage. That's the main thing. So, next target. I'll go for that Skoda of the 5916. Well, the 5916 is no longer spotted, so it's going to have to be the Skoda. Oh no, hang on, he's back on. Come on, aim, aim, aim. This is the killer with this tank. It's just aim, aim, aim. And even when you've aimed, it's not accurate. You can miss by miles. However, you don't have to be accurate to be within the splash radius. And because he was on low health and had low armour, that was a kill. So there we go. 2 shots, 2 kills, 605 damage. Not bad so far. For the most inaccurate Arty that I own. And there you see, some Arty can't reach, don't have a large firing range. I mean, tanks like FE304, the Burt, that's only got 400 metres, so you have to get pretty close to the targets, but its firing arc is awesome. It can fire over buildings. Let's see if I can get this Skoda. Come on, stop, stay still, you bitch. Stay there. You're dead. Again, that shell didn't hit him. It landed near him. Look. Still, a kill's a kill. 729 damage. And then I noticed the T-71 had been spotted on that ridge line, and I started to panic. Well, I am starting to panic. As well as started to panic, yeah. And I think, oh god, he's going to be coming for me, but the Tog spots him, luckily. The Tog. Tog. So I get myself aimed, and then he goes off the map. Well, and then back into it. And I'm aiming, I'm making sure that my shot should hit him. Fire. Boom! Penetration, 674 damage, he's dead. 4 shots, 4 kills. That's what I like, 1400 damage. You can see moving the tank. Also, another thing that affects your aim is the gun arc, whether you could how far the gun turns to the left and the right. Because if you go past your gun arc, the tank has to move. You have to aim again, and that's the main problem with artillery. I mean, the T-71 has got a terrible gun arc. It's not very good to the left or the right. Now, will you stay still? Can this be a kill for me? No. Damn it. He must have moved. But we're winning 10-6 anyway, that's the main thing. Wonder if I did do any damage to that GW. Can't get the T-34-85. There's a church in the way. Could get the KV-85. Hang on, that T-71's got him. And the KV-85's missed. And the T-71's going to get him. Oh no, the Panther got him. So, let's see if we can get their Arty. Oh look, I did do damage to him. Oh, I did a fair amount of damage to him. That's not bad. Come on, let's see if we can get him this time. I'm just short. No, I couldn't tell who killed him there, but it was the T-71. And then their Bert gets spotted, and their Bert dies. So that was a good battle for me. 4 kills, although the last two shots were a bit dodgy. They didn't do anything. So yeah, that's artillery. Tips to remember if you're new to artillery. Remember, make sure the centre line is green. If it's red, something obstructing your shot. Remember, the G key puts you into bird's eye view mode, and shift puts you into top down